afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to Top Boxing, the channel you come to for the other perspective. So let's talk Richardson Hitchens versus Zepada. I'm seeing some reviews of the fight, I guess you could say. Some takes on the fight that maybe perhaps is a little bit more premature than it should be. What do I mean by that? We are already labeling this young fighter as a boring fighter. A lot of us know exactly what that means for fighters that look like Richardson Hitchens. So, a couple things. I'm going to try to keep this very brief. A couple things for me. Let's go with the positives. The level of maturity that this young man showed. Very good. Very good maturity level. I think there was a couple times where he could have stepped it up. But I think that's what people like me, I think, wanted to see. Can he remain cool when he clearly showed that he had the upper hand against Zepada? Can he not overreach? And in the process, we've seen prospects like well, it's more than a prospect at this point. We've seen fighters like Hitchens getting themselves in trouble, thinking that they got the upper hand on the veteran, and end up dominating the fight up to 10, 11 rounds and get themselves knocked out with one punch. You don't lose punching power, and Zepada has that. And I think, like he said, he felt that, and he had to be careful. He's not the first fighter that said they felt the power. It's like Tank said he felt Rolly's power in the beginning of the fight, so he had to be careful until he caught him. Those types of things. That's just one example. Fighters that say, hey, I felt his power. I thought I had to be careful. Which leads me to my second point. The way the corner was putting that battery on his back, I thought was very unbecoming of a corner. When a fighter tells you they see something that you yourself are not seeing in the corner, you might want to believe them. And I think Zepada was still a live dog. I think he was still trying to catch. He knew his best bet was trying to catch Hitchison in an exchange or try to catch him in the corner and unload. And in all times, he couldn't catch Richardson. I thought Richardson's problem was going to come in one of those corners, catching himself in the corner. But at every time, he was able to latch on to Zepada, turn him. He was able to maneuver himself out of there. I think if there's a couple things that he could fix, it's one of those things. Try to keep the fight in the middle of the ring. Try not to get himself cornered. And if he is there, try not to stay there too long. The other thing I see that he does a lot, he stands up very upright. Is a very classic boxer. Okay, he stands up very upright. And part of what I'm saying is his chin. His chin is really high up in the air. If he ever gets caught, he's going to get caught clean. Very clean. And with Zepada, he didn't have the speed nor the foot speed to catch up with Richardson Hitchens. So I would highly recommend that he keep this thing tucked and he kind of lowers his level a little bit as he moves forward with the competition. And defense was really good. Level of excitement, I think that will come. I think he should reach out to Crawford and get some pointers from him in terms of getting stronger. I think he could be skinny strong and get those things in his repertoire. I think we'll see the best of Richardson Hitchens, that he fights better competition. I don't think Zepada was able to bring that out of him. On and all, I wouldn't call him a boring fighter. I think he did what he had to do, knowing the type of the Richardson Hitchens of the world don't have the ability to just fall and come back up. You understand? The Richardson Hitchens of the world have to take their licks and make sure they don't mess up along the way and mess up the money. So he had a lot of pressure on him. And a guy like his promoter, Eddie Hearn, he's doing the right things, getting him into the places where there's a fan base for him, like Orlando, Brooklyn, those places where he could fight and have the Haitian crowd come out and support them. So Richard and Hitchens, if you see this, sac passe, give me a call. Let's talk. I'd love to interview you and tell your story. I think if you led the right way, if you match made the right way, if you take care of your body, you take care of yourself, you make good decisions. I think the other 140-pounders, I don't know, maybe your ceiling is 147. I don't know, you're still filling in maybe 154 even. You're a pretty small kid. I think there's great things for you ahead. And I think these guys need to cover you appropriately and do the right things to get you going the next couple of years. I think you have to take advantage of this opportunity that you've got with Eddie Hearn and see if these guys will give you the fights. Ask for those fights. There's a lot of guys that are not knocking people out. The higher you go in competition, the less knockouts you'll probably see because these guys are just as good. So congratulations on a great fight versus Zepada. Congratulations to Zepada as well, excuse me. All men went home to their families and maintain all their faculties. So again, good weekend of boxing, sort of a quiet weekend of boxing. Outside of George Royce. Oh my God, that's a whole other thing. So come back and see us here at Top Boxing, but we will try to remain objective as much as possible. It's not about loving the fighter or being emotional. It's about the sport of boxing and being as objective as possible. So again, like, comment, and subscribe, share. Come back and see us at Top Boxing. One love.
I've been dreaming.